Hello, this is Pablo Acosta from Prescient. In this video, I would like to show how to loop in either Prescient Designer or Node-RED. With the disclaimer that as anything in software, there's quite a number of ways of doing this, but I would like to highlight two that are compact and, more importantly, tractable. So here we're in Prescient Designer, the edge data operations and industrial IoT platform, which is 100% compatible with Node-RED. And the first way to loop that I want to highlight is something that is stock Designer or Node-RED, which is using the split and join nodes. The simple example that I'll use to demonstrate this is essentially having a short array of three items, three numbers, and the loop will double each item. So the output will have a list with the items doubles. The input is 1, 2, 3, and so the output will be 2, 4, and 6. So you can use split node and pretty much a stock configuration. And by the way, if you want to dive deep into the split and join nodes, I made a video about this a few months ago, and the link to it will be in the description below. And so you split the node, so the output of the split node will, each item will come out in a message separately in the payload. And here in this function node, we just double it. And then we use the join node in automatic configuration, since we're using the split node to do the splitting. So at the output, which we should see the array double. And so if we do this, we send the input payload, we see the output's 2, 4, 6, as we would expect. So that's one way. And it's relatively simple, but perhaps lacks a little bit of flexibility for some situations. So the other way that I would like to highlight is using a contributor node. In this case, it's the loop node, and I will highlight here the exact name of the node is Node-RED contrib loop. And I like this node quite a bit. It has substantial documentation both here in Designer or Node-RED, as well as in its GitHub page. And you can see it has a lot more options, a lot more flexible than just the split and join technique. In this example, I won't go through all of these options, but suffice to say that in this example, I will use the enumeration type, since it's an array, but you can give it a fixed count or a condition that can be a JSON array expression or other types of expression. It has a timeout, so if any step in the loop takes a long time, the loop can break. So I said that it has a lot more options. And in this case, the loop payload that I want to have is the value of the enumeration, in this case, either 1 or 2 or 3. Then the node has two outputs. One, the lower one is, as you can see here, the what it's called a pass of the loop, meaning an iteration, and the upper output is it will have emit a message when the loop is done, or when the loop is broken. Because another flexibility that this node affords is that at the input here, one can send messages, for example, to break or to resume, etc. So the double, this double function is the same as the previous example. It's just doubles the payload. And when the loop completes, in this case, I'm just defining a complete property of the message, so that at the end I can use a join node in manual mode, just to aggregate the results. And so if we turn this on, and we turn this off, and we inject the input payload, we see 246. As you can see here, once I double, I send a message back to the input to get the next iteration. But you can also send commands through the input. So a lot more flexibility, a little more complexity as the usual trade-off between complexity and flexibility, but not too bad. And as I said, in a very compact way, one can have a loop with different conditions. So that's what I want to highlight today. If you have any other areas or any other notes that you'd like me to explore, just leave me a comment down below, and we'll produce those videos in the next few months. Thank you.